To be able in this day and age to say, I get to portray a Black female superhero and be that vision, that image that I prayed I would have seen as a young girl. It's really incredibly an honor and a blessing, and I'm just really excited for the opportunity, and I'm having a lot of fun. They're really fun over here.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know.
This is really cool because you get to wear the badge of like the first MCU SpinOff out of the gate. What is that like, getting to kind of wear that badge of honor?
We didn't know we were going to be the first. A lot of stuff happened over the past year, and it's like, oh, we're up. Okay. But we're ready. We are ready. It's been so cool, just the way that the fact that the MCU is coming to television, and this is a show that actually pays homage to American television by going through the decades, and each episode sort of being a tribute and an homage to that decade.
I'm looking forward to the fashions of all the decades, of all the television shows. So we first saw that very first episode, we saw kind of the classic TV, throwback to classic TV, the 50s. Were you partial to any era, or was there one that you really gravitated towards?
I will say that the 50s episode, I got to actually watch some of it while they, the MCU did their first time with taping with a live audience. And so I got to watch some of it. So not only did you have the fashions, but just watching the style in which they filmed it with the live audience. And it just felt like a theater piece. And watching Paul and Lizzie and Catherine just really work it, really just so flawlessly and beautifully. That was exciting.
I think as much of a career woman as evolved woman as I believe I am, I think that I would be a really dope 50s housewife, because I love to cook, I love to entertain, I like all of those things. I'm like, I think I could do that. What about you? How do you think you would fare as a 50s housewife?
Terrible. It's too much work. Too much work. I'm not doing all of this. In my mind, I'm that person, that gal, that wife, that woman, but in reality, I can't play myself. I'm not. It's too much work. I don't want to wear the girdle. I don't want to do my nails. I don't want to do any of that. So.
I hear you. No, it's funny because my mother always says to me, you hate combing your hair, you hate putting on makeup. Why the hell are you on television?
But usually you can have someone help you with that. You're like, I just sit there and they do everything. But in these COVID days, I have, that's been like, oh, I got to pull this together myself. This is too hard.
It's a lot. It's too much. Yeah, for real. In the first episode, we also see Wanda mistake this important work dinner for an anniversary dinner, and she shows up in this kind of negligee or whatever. Have you ever had that moment where you show up to an event and you're just woefully either underdressed, overdressed, and you just totally missed the mark?
Absolutely. I think my thing is, I come overdressed sometimes. I have to learn the casual slay a little better, like that, a little over casual, but not like, girl, you're not going to the Oscars or the Emmys, that version. So I'm working on that, but I think I've come overdressed a lot. But now after this quarantine, I might come underdressed more.
Everybody's got on their silk pajamas with the high heels. That's what's going to be the norm. And see, the blend of you and I would be perfect because I'm always so underdressed.
Really?
Always.
Yeah,
it's
no.
the worst.
I'm only overdressed because other people dress me. And I'm like, yeah, I like that. And I pick the thing. But if I had to do it myself, underdressed.
Exactly. Okay, so we know that you are going to be in Captain Marvel 2. Yay. Thumbs up to that. What does that mean to you to be able to, number one, embody this role and be such a part of bringing such a diverse superhero to the MCU?
Yes. Well, so Monica Rambeau in the comics, she was actually the first Captain Marvel, second to Marvel himself, but she was named Marvel by the people. So she was kind of the first in that way. And so to be able in this day and age to say, I get to portray a Black female superhero and be that vision, that image that I prayed I would have seen as a young girl. It's really incredibly an honor and a blessing, and I'm just really excited for the opportunity, and I'm having a lot of fun. They're really fun over here.
Okay, so we look at some Instagrams, and it looks like that you and Brie have the same kind of workout setup.
What Bree's got going over there, but I'm sure she is kicking ass. I'm over here trying. I am trying. In my mind last year when it was announced, I was going to be in the gym going hard. But because of the quarantine, I've had to readjust, and I started like building a little gym in a garage. But a lot of it has had like where I thought, oh, I'll be able to do heavy weights. You have to do body weight and figuring out different things. So it's not what I imagined, but it's going to be amazing, whatever it is. And I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
Do you get the Marvel update to your home gym? Do they say, okay, we're going to send this, that, or the third?
No, nobody said anything, girl. I got my little 80s shake weights. No, I'm joking. No one said anything. I think they kind of leave it to, what do you want to do? Then you do that. Maybe if I asked, they would, but I'm just over here doing my kickbacks and my body weight. I'm just trying to get in, just trying to keep up.
Teyonah, do you have, especially during this time, because I think a lot of us have taken 2020 and now this crazy time into 2021 to reflect. Do you still have like the sit back and pinch me moments, like, damn, look at my life. This is pretty dope.
Absolutely. I'm so incredibly blessed, and I don't take it for granted. I think I will be honest, sometimes I have lost sight of that during this year, because again, like I said, it just looks so different than what I imagined. And so having to come back to myself and remind myself like, no, this does mean something. It just looks different. And having to reconcile that part in my head, because again, you have these expectations, these anticipations that you set for yourself. And a lot of times in life, if it doesn't look exactly like that, you have to readjust. And I think we're all doing that.